Good evening and welcome to Volleyball Night at Pine Richland. Tonight features a matchup between the North Hills Indians and your Pine Richland Rams. And now for the North Hills starting lineup. Number 2, Brady McCall. Number 4, Dane Fazio. Number 13, Owen Rose. Number 15, Michael Fuchs. Number 19, Joe Frisco. Number 20, Zach Fritz. And number 22, Caden Lowry. North Hills is coached by Cody Patterson and April Kravonik. And now for your Pine Richland Rams. Number 11, Evan Dugal. Number 4, Luke Jancy. Number 14, Nicholas Labuda. Number 18, Corey Moore. Number 24, Colin Oland. Number 30, Colby Patrick. Number 3, Justin Puthenperial. Number 2, Matteo Rotelli. Number 16, Ben Tamburi. Number 15, John Varghese. And number 9, Will Tamburi. The Rams are coached by Chris Rotelli and Tom Cray. Tonight, your refs are Dennis Noble and Juliana Casey. And now, would everyone please stand? Gentlemen, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
I don't think this game needs an introduction. This is the varsity volleyball team. This is senior night. We're ready to kick off momentarily. I'm Nicole Assad. Joining me in the booth is Matosh Lev. And let's hope our Rams are going to get this win.
This is an interesting game, all right. These teams faced each other in the tournament a while back, not too far back, and Pine Richland won that one set. Let's see if this will change.
There's the serve. Justin gives it to Nick. Colby brings it down. They can't field it. PR gets the first point.
What an absolute slam dunk by Colby. Way too strong for the North Hills.
He's an animal.
Oh my.
One of the bigger guys on the team. He's just so strong. And he can jump really high for a guy his size. Beautiful serve from Colby Patrick right there.
Beautiful set. Oh, and what a pass by Will Tamburi.
Under control. A little too much by Luke Jancy on trying to get that kill. North Hills ties it 1-1. That's okay.
North Hills with the serve.
Getting ready.
Checking if they're in rotation.
Checking for wind conditions, taking his time.
Yeah, the ref says they're fine. They're all in position. It's good.
There it is.
And it hits.
It's an ace.
It hits. I mean, it hits the net. I mean, sure, they get the point, but it's the other team. It's Pine Richland gets the point. The ball hits the net, hits the ground, and Pine Richland is up 2-1.
All right, and there's serve. Oh, a little bit loud, a little too much. 2-2. North Hills, Pine Richland tied up in this first game. There's Justin Puth Imperial, one of the seniors, giving some words of encouragement.
The barrel switch from North Hills. Middle coming in, and middle serving. Good low serve.
Great job getting it up in the air.
Oh, and they are able to get to it, but they hit it over and can't hit the ball down to the ground, giving Pine Richland the point.
Yeah, Pine Richland got that point.
And that was, I don't know how North Hills got that ball up beforehand, because that must have been a pancake.
Number 14, Nick Labuda subs in. Here's Jancy with the serve, trying to bring it down. That was way too hard. We even saw that in the JV game. Sometimes a lot of these kills by North Hills are just way too hard, way too aggressive. Sometimes it's a lot more about finesse, not just pure power. Justin putting it up in the air, giving it to Nick on the outside. That was a really, really great spike, even though they were able to handle it. Justin again keeping it alive. He does so much for this team. Nick again, beautiful spike. Justin giving it up. Middle hit. Little bit out, but still great attempt.
It's a tip, so it's point for Pine Richland. They get the point there. That was
Evan Dougal. Justin with a beautiful set. And here's Nick bringing down the power.
North Hills able to get the ball in there and just toss it over onto the other side. Beautiful pass.
Evan Dougal, beautiful hit. Pine Richland's point.
Straight into the corner, and that is so difficult for North Hills to stop that. It's really just for the very last back row player to just instinctively move towards the ball, but it's very difficult to get that.
There's JP with the serve. Nick trying to get it over, hits the net, no big deal. 5-4.
North Hills again with the serve.
Phil's trying to serve it. There's Justin again, keeping it alive as he always does.
Oh my God,
Colby Patrick.
Straight down into the ground, no chance.
That's what these seniors do. We even saw a lot of that yesterday evening when this team got a win against Mars on the road as well. Corey Moore, serving specialist, getting it over the net.
Those
are some special serves. They just giving Pine Richland the point.
I mean, he's a service specialist. He's in a service specialist for no reason. Those serves are amazing, and for most people, the coach will say, "Don't do that again," because hit the net. But Corey's able to just get those serves on and on again.
North Hills trying to get some action, hitting middle, won't go. Nick Labuda with a really great touch. Unfortunately, couldn't go over the net. But Pine Richland still has a 2-point lead. We take small wins around here. Justin giving it up. Middle hit. Colby Patrick. Little bit out. Just barely out though.
He was a smidge early. His hand was too much under the ball, so he couldn't get that snap, that roll to get it into the ground. That was not the best timing. Just got to get there a little bit later.
And that's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Ben Tambury
A little bit of
Had some
soft
I
hand.
had some trouble with it. It's no big deal though. That happens to everybody.
Diving pass by Luke Jansen, but he's not able to get up for the second one that goes near him.
Yeah,
Giving North Hills the lead.
That fell between Ben and Luke. Yeah, and there's gonna be a timeout. I mean, overall, both sides definitely coming out with a lot of intensity. A couple small, very small miscues by Pine Richland. A lot of Nick Labuda's hits weren't going over the net. I believe 2 of his hits didn't go over the net. And then we obviously had the one miscue from Ben. Obviously, does not happen often. And then there was a little bit of a communication error between Ben and Luke, which when the ball kind of fell right between them, they both didn't really know who was supposed to go for the ball.
Exactly. You could see the coach isn't even in there. It's all the players. They're the ones that are running.
But I mean, you could see the cameras right there on Pine Richland's huddle. I mean, they're not rattled at all. They're very calm. Here they are. You know, they're a unit. They're playing as a team. Colby Patrick leading the chant. 1, 2, 3 Rams, or something of that nature.
Hills with the serve. Beautiful
Justin
serve.
obviously fielding the serve, as
Good
he
block.
always does. Middle hit from North
Oh
Hills.
my goodness.
Almost blocked by
He was
Colby Patrick.
floating. He was absolutely floating.
These kids can
Owen
fly.
Rose in the middle, I believe.
These big boys can jump.
He may be big, but he was
Justin
levitating
again,
there.
beautiful set. Left side hit, Colby Patrick. North Hill's able to field it.
Outside.
Goes out of bounds. You always know that Pine Richland's doing something great because Justin Puth Imperial always pumps his fist with excitement.
You can see that hit by Colby. That's something you don't see too often. Colby running towards the right side, instead of being right in the middle, giving that quick movement, giving that snappy movement, giving the unexpected hit, and really helped them out.
Hitting on the left side. It's going to be close. Ref gives it to North Hills. He said it was out. Or in, rather.
Yeah,
It looked out. Definitely looked out.
Yeah, the assistant refs did not agree, but in the end, the point was given to.
You know, us here at PRTV, we're definitely pulling for the Rams. Another hit, Colby Patrick, so strong, and he is actually accurate, unlike some of the spikes we've seen from North Hills.
And there's no block on that, so that'll be another point for Pine Richland.
Justin pumps his fist in the air, something good happened. Pine Richland got a point.
The barrel switch, Evan Dougal coming in, and Colby Patrick with the serve.
What a beautiful serve. Can't do it any better. It's textbook.
Oh, and a big block there.
Blocks.
And another one!
It's fantastic. Corey Moore.
Evan Dougal and Luke Jansen with the block there. Absolutely massive. And what a hit, but is not able to get inside. Giving punishing the point.
10-11.
That timeout definitely helped. They got the Rams are definitely playing more confident. They're confident in what they're doing, and they know what they're doing will get them the point. What an
Another
absolute
point for North
slam.
Hills. Yeah, Evan Dougal did get that block on that last play, but hey, Corey Moore, his presence helped Evan get that block. So Corey still did have an effect on that play. Justin moving all around the court. There's Jancy, and there's the point. Pine Richland.
Another perfect placement. We said it in the JV game. We say it again this game. The outside hitters of Pine Richland, they know exactly where to put the ball, exactly where the North Hill defense is not at.
Yeah, Pine Richland's outside hitters as well as basically their entire roster is fantastic.
Good set.
Jancy.
Again,
Really, really great hit.
giving some communication errors for North Hills, but
There was Rotelli. trying to field that one. Got a little out of hand. No big deal, though. Pine Richland still up by 2. Here's Matteo Rotelli with the serve.
Low serve.
Really great serve.
But North Hill's able to get the ball over the net. Quick.
What's in there? Jancy, great hit.
And good outside. And it's blocked, but it goes out. And
it went out. 13-12. Just like the first JV game. This is really, really tight.
Yeah, exactly. You could definitely tell both teams are very close together. This could be a rivalry through the season. This is not the first time. This is not the last time these two teams will play each other.
Might be the first time they play each other with the record between them being Pine Richland not having a win. North Hill's trying to make something of this volley.
Oh,
yeah, 3 points for Pine Richland.
We have up to serve and then Google. I'm sorry, Luke Jansen.
And there's a block.
A big block, but
beautiful
good pass.
Nick Labuda in there to block it.
Well, ran into the net, giving North Hills the point there.
But still great contact by Nick Labuda, regardless of the outcome. It's really important in volleyball, even if you don't get the point. You show the effort that you went for the ball. Sometimes it's just as important.
It's defense. A coach once told me, defense is not about how fast you are, how good of a passer you are. It's all about having that drive. If you have that drive, you dive into stands. You dive, even though at times head first if you have to get that ball. And that's what makes a great defensive unit. And that's why Justin Puthemparo is the libero of this team. He will go for every ball he can.
The players on this team would probably run through a row of bleachers just to get a ball for Justin. And Justin would do the same thing. They have the chemistry of this.
Oh, what an up by Matteo Rotelli, straight at him, somehow gets the ball up enough for them to be hit. Justin Puthemparo gets the ball over, calms it down, but it's a free ball for Hills to get over again. Big hit by Nick Labuda, but what a pass. Still getting the ball.
Justin throwing it up there, they're sending it out. Middle hit, Colby Patrick trying to take care of it. Nick hitting it down quick.
But sadly hitting the net.
I mean, just like we were saying earlier, the chemistry of this Pine Richland varsity volleyball team is just insane. I mean, win or lose, these guys, they're in it till the end. There's the serve by North Hills. Outside hit, Colin Oland.
A little miscommunication there with the setter in the right
Outside hit, Nick Labuda!
What a great pass.
His hits have so much power, we just need them to hit the floor.
Good vision by Colin Owen, able to see that the ball was going out and able to get the point for Pine Richland.
15-16 in the first game of the series.
Looking at how hard Pension's hitting, the defense by North Hills is quite remarkable. They're passing the balls left, right, and center, even though
Corey Moore served it. Justin pumped his fist. Pine Richland got another point. Our libero, Justin Puthemparo, is like the Tom Brady of this team. He's the GOAT.
Tight bob and gets over, but it is out, and North Hills gets the point there. So yeah, that was just an unlucky set. It was right onto the net. Nick Labuda did not want to fall into it, so he had to stick a finger or two out, and sadly he was not able to direct it into the court.
Ben gives it up. Middle hit, Nick Labuda. Great job by North Hills fielding it. That's going to be punished.
4 touches. That was 4 touches for North Hills. Unable to get it over in 3.
Yeah, at the end of that play, North Hills, they're just kind of flailing their arms, scrambling to get the ball over.
Will Tambury with the next serve.
And it's a beauty.
Oh, a little
that was a
miscommunication.
really,
And
it was a really bad set.
yeah, it was just miscommunication. This middle went a little too early and was not able to get that ball over the net. Again, Will Tambury with the serve.
Another beauty. All Palmerston's serves are all really
Oh my,
beautiful.
what an absolute beauty of a set and a beautiful pass.
Justin touched it. He's visibly upset. He puts a lot of pressure on himself to perform. And just like how I compared him to Tom Brady earlier, it's another trait he shares with the pro football quarterback. Very tough on himself, and that's ultimately why his teammates love him so much. Really sets the example. Jancy's hit, really great one. There's Justin putting his body on the line to keep that ball in the air.
Luke Jancy again with the hit. He's getting the ball over. It's what's most important. The block gets the ball up. Mateo is able to get the ball up, and Colby with the set and is not able to get the ball into the court.
Really, really great effort.
Yeah, that was a smart try. Good, trying to place the ball into the corner so the North Hills defense is not able to get it, but that's just a little too unlucky. They're not, and they're losing the point.
There it is, outside, Luke Jancy. Little too high, kind of soared over the back line. 19 all, score is tied. Is served by North Hills, Justin fielding it outside, Jancy, light tip over the net. North Hills trying to make something happen. Tambury gives it up. Rotelli, and then they just hit it over the net.
Yeah, there was no one was in the best, really
So
great
far,
position.
so far, Palmerston looks like they're trying to set up a really great outside hit. They try to do one there. Jancy trying to bring it down.
Good pass
But North
by
Hills is doing a great job maintaining it. But that was just a fantastic hit by Luke Jancy. They just couldn't control it.
Yeah, just that power. Yeah, you can get the ball up.
Yeah, a
You
lot
still
of the
gotta
times,
it just hit the ceiling. So and once the ball hits the ceiling, who knows where it's going to go? And that's why they're just scrambling to find it, and they're not able to get a clean touch on it.
Yeah, they tried passing it, but he really couldn't control the direction of it. Colby Patrick with a really great serve. Pretty decent hit by North Hills, got tipped, so it slowed down a lot of the power of that ball. And that's going to be a point for North Hills.
It's Evan Dougal touching the net while trying to get that block. Just unlucky, and we're back tied again. Now 20-20. Oh goodness, that's not a number I like too much. Oh, that was a rough year for all of us. Back to the game. That was a beautiful pass by Justin Pariel. Great pass by the North Hills defense as well. And the ball is not able to get over the net.
Yeah, North Hills showing some poor sportsmanship there. I mean, you didn't get the point, but he spiked the ground, or spiked the ball up the ground in anger. The game's not over yet, and he also spiked it on the PR logo. I mean, that's just going to fuel the fire for these Rams.
Yeah,
They're not going to forget about that.
It looks like the ref was talking with one of the players, possibly about that incident. It was just poor sportsmanship. The ref having a little word with the team captain. And poor communication.
Wow.
Players are standing, watching the ball fall into the ground, giving punishment the point.
And that's just poor mental toughness. I mean, and obviously, they're calling a timeout. Coach is probably going to really, really ream into them. Because, I mean, obviously after, the potential display of poor sportsmanship, depending on how you look at it, and then right after that, to have the miscommunication, have the ball hit the ground, give Palmerston a free point. I mean, that's unacceptable.
It absolutely is. You're on the varsity team. The bare minimum expectation is that at least talk and get the ball over to the net. That is the bare minimum. And just letting the ball drop Watching it, it's not talking at all. It's not something you want at all. Very unacceptable.
And even Pine Richland, I mean, they have the lead, but you can see obviously Coach Rotelli is still being very aggressive in his commands to his team and trying to make those adjustments. Just because you're leading doesn't mean that, you know, the game is yours. You have to remain constantly focused, and that's definitely something that the team leaders, especially our seniors for tonight's senior night, is going to make sure that they keep the team in check mentally. Great serve by Rotelli. Outside hit by North Hills. Justin Cook Imperial there, as always, to keep it in the air. Jancy, hard hit. PR celebrating. Justin there to congratulate Luke Jancy immediately. Pine Richland got the point because of his heroics.
Yeah, that was an absolutely great hit. The block again after the hit, and they're able to get the ball on the other side of the net. Simple as that, even though it's quite messy there. Good tip.
Justin keeping it in the air. Outside hit. Jancy kind of tips it over. Couldn't really get the kind of approach that he wanted. And kind of just lost control of that hit.
That was very strong, hard hit.
I mean, so far Pine Richland's been fielding these hits like really, really well. Their passing has been great, especially from Justin.
Doesn't waste time to serve.
North Hills is going to hit middle block.
Oh, what an absolute tip again.
Evan Dougal just got up there, but North Hills got the point, most likely another.
Yeah, that was a lift. That was a lift. You're not allowed to put the ball palm up. That's what Pine Richland did, and giving North Hills the point.
Those refs are really taking a magnifying glass to some of those blocks, aren't they?
Oh, yes. Again, Justin with the pass. And just a little dink over the net, but is not able to kick the ball inbounds, giving North Hills the point. And now we're tied at 23.
This is a nail biter. But I mean, this is definitely a game that fans are happy they paid to see.
It's definitely entertaining. Definitely giving us comeback points after points after points. It's definitely a close game, very entertaining to watch.
Justin keeping it alive. Luke Jancy hitting it over the net. Outside hit by North Hills. Ball still alive. Justin controlling it. Luke Jancy with the hit, and there is the point. PR breaks the tie, 24-23.
Game point for Pine Richland. One more point, and they're set. We have Will Kennedy.
North Hills needing to tie the game.
It's out.
And it's out.
It's out, and that's the point for Pine Richland, and that's their set. 1-0 Pine Richland.
That was a beautiful game. I mean, really, really tight, but you know, there's many different fashions to win.
So now the teams have a little talk, a little minute break before the next set starts. So what do you think the North Hills coach is telling his players?
I mean, honestly, North Hills' main issue looked like it was primarily passing. A lot of the time especially when they were trying to field some of those really aggressive hits from both Luke Jancy and Nick Labuda, a lot of the times they really couldn't control the power of those hits, so they would just fly out of bounds. Obviously, the miscommunications were an issue. Sometimes the ball would just hit the ground because somebody was slow to get it, or there was just a miscommunication between two of the players on North Hills' side on like whose ball it is. So I mean, just fixing those minor details, but there's nothing really like blatant that's going wrong. I mean, obviously they did lose the first game in the series they only lost it by 2 points. So I mean, they were doing a lot of things right.
Yeah, exactly. And just those passes, you're able to get the ball up, but if it's not almost the perfect pass, you're now able to get a really good hit, and that just makes it easier for Pine Richland. So it's just a snowball effect. And yeah, they're able to get a couple of those passes, but time and time again, just that sheer strength of the Pine Richland hitters just is getting to them.
I mean, we kind of have to set the network bias aside. Pine Richland definitely wasn't perfect in that game because just like we just mentioned that North Hills only lost by 2 points, Pine Richland only won by 2 points. So it was definitely a really close game by both sides. So really, the winner of the entire series is just going to be the team who's able to minimize mistakes and work together most effectively.
And with the issues with Pine Richland, Pine Richland is definitely the side that's hitting more balls in, but some of their tips are going out since they're hitting so much compared to North Hills. They just have, in terms of hitting, they have just more room for error, and those errors are getting to them. So that's why it was this close. You need to make it simplify. Yes, you want to win the game, but it's better to get the ball and over the net and into the court and maybe give them a free ball rather than doing something too crazy and almost losing the game. Like, yes, you want to try something, but if it's this close, you want, is it worth it? Is it worth? We're this close. We're 2 points away. Then you want to slow down. Okay, if you're up by 4, 5, 6 points, you want to try something crazy. Go right ahead. But if you're this close, especially if they were tied multiple times, you want to just simplify the game a little bit.
Yeah, and they got their Go Rams chant. They're really feeling themselves, and they should be feeling themselves. Justin going to get some water from the AHN bucket. Hydration is very important as an athlete.
Yes, indeed.
And Justin's finished getting his water. Taking a sip as he goes back to his chair.
And we have Colby Patrick with the first serve for Pine Richland. Unlucky hitting under the net.
That is not something we see regularly, but it's fine. Like I said, the winner of this game is going to be the person, or even of this series, is just be minimizing mistakes, and that was unfortunately a mistake, but it's fine. It's not about how you start, it's about how you start.
Oh my goodness, what a one ball, but North Hills is still able to get that up somehow.
The trickery.
Oh my god, perfect placement right there. Perfect placement. Just right where no North Hills player were, right in front of the back row on the right side. Perfect placement. But still going back to the middle hit, that was so fast, so quick. That is insane. And again, they dive for this ball again, and they're able to get it. And
Justin gets the touch. Unfortunately goes out. It's North Hills' ball. His teammates very quick to just tell him, hey, it's okay. They truly do love him. He is their captain, and they will walk on burning coals for that man.
And Titmater Rotelli, unlucky pass. And that gives North Hills the point.
Yeah, they definitely, North Hills' fire is coming out.
Not perfect pass, but still able to get the ball over the net. Good pass. Good libero play right there. Justin with the bump set.
Jancy, that was really high. Honestly, if the North Hills guy didn't jump for it, that probably would have sailed out and they would have gotten the point. It's 3-2. PR is closing the gap. Serve outside.
Good block there. Now on the outside. Good pass by Jancy and going back.
Nick Labuda.
Really good placement, but really good defensive work, and they are not going to be able to get over the net. and it's Pine Richmond's point 3-all.
Honestly, I'm really shocked that I even saw the ball continue to go in the air on their side. I really thought that the ball hit the ground, but they were apparently able to get it back up.
Yeah, that was really good defense play. You could definitely tell that the coaches instilled some extra drive. They're giving up their bodies, straight up diving for the ball, and it's making a difference.
Nick trying to get the ball back over. There was kind of some ugly passing on PR's part, but they were able to get things under control. Nick with another kill attempt.
And there's
They
the
got
tip.
it.
The tip makes it so the ball lands right in the middle of the court. With what both teams are playing perimeter defense. All players are all around the perimeter of the court, so it's very difficult for any player to get the ball if the ball lands right into the middle. So you really have to be on your toes, ready to dive, and they were just not ready for that tip.
Well, they were not. And here's North Hills with the hit. And Nick Labuda hitting outside. Actually, no, I thought it was too much power. But they got the point.
Yeah, they got the tip. The block tipped it, and defense is not able to get the pass up.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice the tip from the camera.
Close handle. Good back set. Good placement. And they're not able to get the ball. Good dive, but Mateo, good try, but getting the ball a little too far out of the reach of his teammates. Good pass.
And there's a middle hit. Colby's hit got blocked. But here's
Go
Nick
again.
trying to redeem him. They also fielded that pretty well. Middle
And a great
hit.
pass by Mateo. And that's a double touch for Pine Richmond, giving North Hills the point. North Hills are up 6-5 now.
Middle hit. Fielded well. North Hills tries to do a left side hit. Justin keeps it in the air.
Placement there, the ball, but the defense was there. Tip a little bit. Nick Labuda able to get the ball and pull
A
it.
little too slow to it.
Yeah, no one's able to get the ball.
7-5.
No
Man,
worries.
Justin after these games must be really battered up. I mean, he basically goes to the ground trying to field every single hit from North Hills.
Yeah, that's the life of libero. It's rough out there, but you're one of the most important players on the court. So these players will be thankful of what Justin does for them every single game, because he really does sacrifice his body for the team.
There's the serve, and it was a bad one. Patterson's point.
8-6. It was 8-5 beforehand. North Hills has definitely gotten a little bit of the lead now. They're definitely playing better than last set. Their passes are cleaner, they're sharper, their hits are staying more in.
There's Corey Moore with the serve. There's the hit over the middle.
And again, the tip, they're not.
Yeah, Corey couldn't field it cleanly.
Yeah, so instead of going for those big hits like in the first set, they decided to go for more of the tips, and it's clearly working for them. The Pine Mission defense is not able to get to the ball, and they need to really smooth that out. We'll be able to.
Corey putting it over the net. Middle hit from North Hills. They got another point. It's 10-6.
Ben's not able to get that pass.
Oh, I'm not liking this.
North Hills is up.
Come on, boys. You're only down by 4.
Ben gets the ball up, little miscommunication, and Ben runs into Justin, who's not able to get the ball. And it's another point.
Justin's belly slide to get balls should be trademarked.
I mean, it is pretty iconic.
Like a
Good pass by Ben there. Nick Labuda with the hit, and a little too much of an arc, giving time for the pass. Good pass there, but the block, and there we go. Pine Richland able to block that outside and giving them the point back. 11-7.
That's exactly what we need. We even said it earlier multiple times. Whoever minimizes mistakes is going to win all the games. That's basically what it comes down to. And it's all the stupid things, like serves not going over the net or just kind of like miscommunicating on whose ball it is.
That's a good pass. You can definitely tell they've improved. And the back row attack, but hits it out. Hey, this is the time to take a little bit of risk. Now this time you can afford it. Taking, a back row attack is not the easiest thing in the world, but this time it did not pay off.
And middle hit. Hits off of Canberry. Point for North Hills.
They're back 4 points up. Right side hit, and what a beautiful tip by
Good
Colby.
job, Colby.
Tipping it right over the block, not letting any of the setter or defense get to it at all. That was a beautiful, beautiful tip. And now we have Colby with the serve. Beautiful serve right there, really good distance. And that's even better serve and a hit right at Colby, knowing he's a middle. That's
and
the
not
weakest part.
Not even that, but like Colby's a big guy. So I mean, if you're gonna hit the ball that low, for him to react that quickly to get it before it hits the ground, that's really difficult to do.
Yeah, that's just a very smart play by North Hills, but that's a stupid mistake. Not getting the ball over the net on the serve. Will North Hills regret having that point given to Pine Richland?
All right, here's Matteo Rotelli with the serve.
Serve good positioning there.
Outside hit, Pine Richland's point. Yeah, Will Tenbury was about to go for it, but he pulled out at the last second. Ball did go out of bounds. Rotelli again with the serve. North Hills fielding it, needing to get it over, and they do. Justin gives it up.
A nice little
Middle
tap.
Yeah, middle tap by Evan Beaver.
And that's very good placement. Getting Will Tenbury off balance, and he's not able to get that ball. Very clean pass. Hit. Getting the ball up, but there's a point. Richland.
All right,
This
so
is a
now
double.
Luke Jancy is going to be serving. PR makes some substitutions. Colin Oland and Nick Labuda looks like they came in.
A little miscommunication again.
That was bad.
Middle's going for a 1 ball, which is
That
a
wasn't
faster
even
attack.
that bad of a set. I thought if he swung at it, he probably could have had some decent success.
And now just the Middle thought he was going for a 1 ball, which is a faster, quicker, lower ball instead of setting a 2 ball, which is higher and slower. But that was a really good hit right at the feet of Matteo Rotelli.
Yeah.
He's not able to get that ball.
Yeah, they're basically just trying to use reaction time to their advantage. I mean, they're really trying to hit the ball in spots where the PR's guys just aren't going to be fast enough to get it.
Ball gets off
Again,
and
Justin belly slide, but it wasn't enough.
Luke Jancy not able to get that pass. Very good pass. Middle 1 ball. They're able to get the ball another set. Outside, and it is barely out.
One thing I do want to mention about Justin, though, we talked about how much he goes to the ground to go get balls. He doesn't even wear pads either, so that's really just another testament of his toughness.
Just really Really giving up one for the team, trying to get as much flexibility out of those knees. Very good placement. Dive saves it, but they still get the ball over the net. North Hills, what a play.
Middle hit, and a tap, but it worked.
Exactly, and he put it right in front of the outside hitter. Is quite off balance, is not able to get to the ball.
Now here's Justin with the serve, little jump serve there. What a beauty.
To the right side, Justin's able to get the touch, but they're not able to get the ball. A little bit off balance,
Yeah,
moving back,
kind of hit
leaning
more
back.
high, like more towards his elbow. So the
He's just too
high, the pass was kind of
standing
nasty.
too high up. You got to get low, get the platform out, position it to the front. He's standing up. Ball. That's why the ball went backwards.
Yeah.
The ball is a little rough, but still got the ball in the net. Outside hit, and that
It was out. Good job, ref. 18-15.
It's still a close game. Poundation still down only 3-4 points. Still in this, but they really need to get ahead, get a couple points in a row.
Corey Moore serving extraordinaire.
Oh my goodness! Right at the player's head. But the North Hills are still able to get the ball over the net. That's immaculate. And outside here, and the tip, and Corey's not able to get it. That was tough. The tip moved the ball up a little bit, and Corey was not ready for it to be that high, and he's unable to get that pass.
Yeah, Corey gets subbed out for Tambury. Ben
Tambury.
Tambury.
Ben with
Because Will Tambury is also on the team.
good set, good tap, and oh, that ball, Justin's not able to get to it in time. Oh, it's looking bleak for Pine.
They just got, North Hills has a really great sense of like the hot spots on the court where they'll have a lot of success if they spike at that area.
And that's a stupid mistake by Ben Timbury. That's something that could be avoided. That's just true unlucky. And they're subbing John Varghese in for Ben Tambury. Let's see how he will play.
Yeah,
First time in.
Passing has been an issue in this game a lot more than last one.
And now another stupid mistake getting the ball, not able to get it over the net. Giving Pounderson the free point.
Here's Justin calling out commands.
Good serve by Will Tambury.
That's my captain right there.
And the ball's out, and Pounderson gets the point there. That was good setup and all, just a little bit too much, a little bit.
I mean, they can still do this. It's only 4 points.
It's still very doable.
Serve. Ball
Good pass,
boys.
good set, little tap, but Colby was ready for
Colby!
it. And absolute straight down into the ground. No chance for North Hills. Now finally 2 points in a row for, 3 points in a row for Pine Richland, getting into a groove. Can they keep going? Good serve, set,
hit.
and that's
close.
tough. That is really, that ball is, that was an absolute rocket by the North Hills middle. Justin's able to get the ball, but he slips and slides back, and he's not able to get the ball too high. And no one is able to get the ball up after his touch.
It just looks slow, like trying to go for balls. Like I'm pretty sure at least like 4 or 5 times did they like lose control of a pass, or they just like couldn't handle one of their spikes.
Exactly.
Okay,
Looking
okay.
a little sloppy there. Just got to get back
Back
into
to a 4-point deficit. Back to a 4-point deficit. Colby Patrick is doing the serve.
Good pass. Again to the middle. And then the block, and then the cover is too late, and the libero's not able to get the ball up in time.
And Evan Dougal at middle.
He's something else. This is his first year playing. That's insane if he's that good. And he's so athletic. He can play any sport and he'd be good at it. Honestly. Good pass, but giving that pass went right to the outside of North Hills.
It's game point for North Hills.
Still very doable for Pat Michelin, but they mentally are probably not in the greatest spot. They've got to get together. Good pass there by Will Tambury. Jance is able somehow to get it, but John's not able to drop that.
That's the final blow.
Oh, and it's tied at 1-1.
Yeah, unfortunately. But it's fine.
It's fine. Regroup. Still definitely winnable. It's just like you said before, it just seems sloppy. He's got to get that in. Yeah, they look tired. This is only the second set. They need to be ready to go for 5 sets.
Yeah.
You can tell. You see the coach just tell them to be on their toes, be ready to move. They're just standing there, almost watching for half a second, then moving. They're hesitating. They're not moving and reacting fast enough. They need to get there faster.
Now, you even look at the body language. I mean, after the first win, it was a lot more of an aggressive message. Now, it's a lot more solemn.
Yeah, everyone was excited.
I think the guys might have gotten a little too excited after the first win.
Yep.
Coaches reeling them back.
Exactly. Yeah, you could tell the looks on their faces. They're all not too happy. They all know they're
like you can still Coach Rotelli is still trying to instill passion, but he's also trying to keep them grounded.
Yeah, because after that first set, they were a little too confident. That's gone to
after that first set, they might have even started to underestimate their opponent.
Yeah, and they don't understand that. Yeah, they won the set, but North Hills, they're going to get better after that talk. And they did get better. They've cleaned some stuff up. They made it, their passing's gotten a lot better, a little less risky, little softer hits, getting the ball in, and they're looking quite solid. I mean, they still have some problems, some issues. Again, the stupid mistakes and this communication of multiple players diving at the ball, but
and I mean sometimes there's just there's things, the way a coach can see things, like the way they see things develop on a sideline is just different than if you're a player focusing on doing your job in a game. So I mean, they can really give some great insight. A lot of people don't really they kind of underestimate the value of some really, really great coaches.
Exactly. You don't have to be a great player to be a great coach. I mean, it does help, but it's just, you don't really have to have the physical ability. As long as you understand the game so well, you can understand the game so well without being too much athletically gifted, you can still instill these values into your players. And these coaches, they've all played, and they've all been really good players themselves, but that is not a requirement, and it just shows how good these coaches are, that even when they are players, they understand the game they were players, they understand the game so well. It just shows the quality of these guys. They know what they're doing, they know how to instill, they know how it is when a coach talks to you and you're down. Ben Tambur is back into the lineup again instead of John Verghese. Hopefully Ben can have a better set this time and better cut passes.
Yeah,
there we go.
Hopefully everything.
Okay, there we go. There's a good pass, getting the ball up. And close to time North Hills went into the net.
That's how you want to start.
Just minimize those mistakes, and that was a mistake committed by North Hills.
And honestly, capitalize on the mistakes of your opponent, because if your opponent starts making a lot of mistakes, it's essentially just a change in momentum nonetheless.
And Punishment's definitely taking those chances. Good one-handed set.
Middle hit.
There's
Evan
little hesitation. Good pass over the net, getting the ball in. Luke Jansen with a sharp angle, but still able to get a decent hit out of it. Good hit, good block.
That was awesome.
But the ball
went
went
to
out.
North Hills, but still, I mean, the effort, it was good.
The
It was a
effort,
good play.
it was good block. Just get the ball in next time. Good pass, a little bit communication error. That's fine. Good block by North Hills. Good one-handed pass.
That was good.
And good block, good point for Pine Ridge. And that was, I don't think that was intentional.
Good job,
That was a little bit of backspin on that end, but hey, you take it. You definitely take it.
All right, Matteo Rotelli.
Good serve. Good serve. Good set. Good long range hit. Good pass. You have to free ball it over. Not the greatest positioning. And a little late on this approach, so it's just another tip. Again, fine pass, and again, just both teams are tired. Yeah. Both teams are getting tired. 2 sets in, both teams are starting to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, I don't even know, like, I guess tired's probably the best word we can come up with.
A little tired, and everyone seems a little bit sloppier. I mean, it's been, what, an hour? How long has it been since the game? They've been playing for a little bit, half an hour, an hour. They're giving it all, so truly great players, truly great teams. When at these tough times, when they are exhausted, they're still able to keep that intensity up. Yeah. Again, that's just sloppy. Not able to keep that ball down.
A little too hard.
It's rough. Knowing where to place the ball.
Let's go, Colin.
But I was out. The ball was out. Point for North Hills.
Still a good touch, Colin.
Still got the touch. That's all. But not able to get. Mateo Bertel passes it backwards, and they have to give a free ball to North Hills. Good pass, set, 2 ball, and what a tip there. Colin and Mateo are not able to get to it in time, and you can hear Coach Rotelli telling them, get the ball, get to the ball faster.
Not even that, but they almost collided.
Yeah,
so
that could have been dangerous.
Yeah.
Evan middle having to set the ball there. Justin able to get the pass and a free ball over to North Hills. And it's a left side attack. Good pass there. And then Luke Jansen almost getting to the net. Very good power, good placement. Justin again with the pass. And we Punishments have to free ball it over again. And now it's another quick middle attack. Good touch by Mateo, and there again, just the strength of those hits, the placement of these hits, not allowing Punishment to get a good hit on. And finally, Punishment gets a break. North Hills hitting the ball out.
That's what you wish for. Especially as PRTV anchors.
Yes, indeed. Let's see how this serve will go. Good serve. Good pass. What a spike right in the middle. No chance for Podmission. They were just way too wide. They had no time to react, to get into the middle for that perfect placement of the ball. That had to have been a missed block, because usually the block covers that. It must have been some miscommunication out front. Little tip over, but Justin is still too close for the cover. He's not able to get that front tip. Maybe Luke Chansey would have gotten that, but that's not usually his assignment.
7-3.
3.
Pine Ridge is getting demoralized.
Not yet.
But you can, maybe not demoralized, but they're taking it, but they're making some errors. They can't recuperate. They don't have that leader mentality. They're not trying to win. They're trying not to lose at this point. It feels like they're not getting those big hits. While North Hills is the one leading the charge. They're the ones controlling the pace of the game. They're the ones getting the big hits, the big spikes, the big touches, the big tips, and they're minimizing the mistakes while Pine Ridge is just trying to stay afloat, trying to stay close, and slowly getting to them. Good pass. Get up. And they're able to get up.
Colby trying to make something happen.
That was close. Tip. Libero setting it long.
Nice.
Free ball to Pine Ridge. This is your chance. It's a free ball. Should be a good hit.
Come on, Nick!
Oh, no. Not the greatest pass in the set. Good tip. And, again, beautiful placement. And Terratelli's not able to get to the ball, nor Justin. There's just another point. 9-4 for North Hills. That's one of the great, quite a big lead by North Hills, almost more than double the points. Maybe finally good hit. Oh, it was out though. That was a good hit. Just gotta get the ball in.
So close to the line too.
Yeah, so good pass. Getting the ball up. Colby getting that touch.
Okay. Positive.
Hitting the ball. North Hills getting the tip, but the ball just goes out.
PR making some substitutions. Colin Owen going to the bench, and Corey Moore comes in
For the serve. Again, what a great serve. Good tip up with the middles. Set to the outside and perfect. Oh my! Just
putting it back in the air.
Right place at the right time, but
that's not easy.
That's
not easy to get over.
4. Can't get that.
Yeah.
Ben Tambury back in for Corey. Oh, that's rough.
I mean, even if we do lose, let's at least get to 10 points.
We'll be able to get 10. I mean, not with your mentality, Nicole. Again, he's hitting the ball into the net. Again, stupid mistake after stupid mistake. Just tip it over if you have to. Oh, it's rough. Oh. Good pass, finally, really good pass. 2, 1 more. There you go, Colby. Let's go. Finally, Pavlichin gets a break. Insane spike.
That's a confidence booster.
Oh, yes, indeed. And it's Colby's second team captain. Besides Justin, everyone's favorite player. I mean, definitely the most popular player on the team. And the big man himself gives some confidence to his team. Not the perfect set, a little bit too much off the net. Good pass by Will Tambury. Giving it to Luke Jancy, and perfect placement. Libero's not able to get it. There we go, boys. There we go. They're back in business. Let's go.
5-point deficit.
They're making it up.
They are climbing the mountain.
Will Tambury again with serve. Good pass. Set. Good. Oh, again, such good. Yeah, you got it. They're just too heavy on their heels. Got to be lighter on your toes. Got to get to the ball, and it's tough. Maybe they need to move back a little bit if they're constantly getting passed like to the side or towards a tiny bit behind them. Got to get those micro adjustments. Getting the ball up, and that's good. That's a good placement. Not the greatest block by the outside, giving Puncheon the point there. Cody Patrick with the serve. Good pass. Sets there, and it's on the right side. Unexpected, and what a tip. Will Tambury's fraction of a second too late, giving the point to North Hills. Another beautiful serve.
Outside, Jancy.
Justin still able to go for it. Still alive. It didn't hit the wall, but they hit it too high.
Yeah.
And they can't get it over on the third touch. A little silly mistake. You got to stay calm in that. A little bit of panic there.
Honestly, I mean, at the right angle, it's not inconceivable for the ball to get stuck in the raft.
Imagine that. Imagine them during the middle of a game. Oh my goodness. And again, that's amazing, but don't do that ever again, Mateo. That's mostly luck. You can't control that. So that's a good point, but hey, making the deficit up. You take everything you can get. Good pass, good serve. Ben with the overpass, but miscommunication there.
Anytime
the ball's not able to get the ball down.
Anytime you come back from a big deficit, there's definitely a little bit of luck involved.
It looks like Ben's playing right side now instead of Deuce back. Staying for Colin. And that is out.
Looked out. Donkey left. 14-12.
And we're climbing back. We were down, 7-8 points. We're bringing it back. It's a good serve, good set. Little hit outside too far, but it's fine. Good hit by Luke Jancy, and good placement, but Northfield's able to get the ball over the net. But Justin barely makes wrong decision there, letting it drop. Ball's barely in. That's rough. He was running backwards, off balance. Will Tamberry could have told him if it was in, but I guess he made the wrong call. At least he made a call, and hey, sometimes it happens. It's close. Good pass for the middle with one ball. Straight at the defense player though. From the back row attack,
Justin,
good pass.
Good. All right, Jancy.
Good pass. Right, good right side, good back set. Oh, what a dive! And Evan Dew's not able to tip that over. North Hills gets the point there. Serve, good touch by Evan. And they have to give a free ball to North Hills. Good set, right side hit, and what a strike Matteo Ratelli has no chance to get that up.
Yeah.
That was such a strong hit. It's so difficult to get that ball up. Two in the back.
All right, Justin getting it up.
Good, but
come on, boys.
Bad playing it right outside for that one play. And Ben's having a set right there. Yeah, that's just not enough room. Canberra not able to get the ball up high enough. Ben's having a quiet but good set this round. His first set, remember, John Varghese was subbed in for him, but this time he's doing quite well, and he's not been the problem right now. He's making plays, getting couple points, but again, yeah, this Will Tamberry, couple bad passes in a row. It's rough. Going back to the pit again. Good pass by Justin. Going for the right side this time. Not able to get that. Oh, and just perfect placement.
Yeah, back corner.
So quick. Justin wasn't able to get to the ball quick enough. Not able to get to the ball. 20-12. Oh, and we were just saying Punchman were making a comeback, and here we are back in a hole again. And a pretty big one. And that's just terrible communication. Oh my goodness. Was Luke James too far up? Was it Justin not getting there in time? It's just poor communication, that's what it looks like. That's just so unlucky. Good pass by Justin. To the right side. Good hit there. North Hills gets the ball over, but that's a double. North Hills makes a substitution there.
Oh, the ref pointed towards Pine Ridge.
Yeah, that's our Pine Ridge's point. It's ref making a substitution. Nick Labuda back in for Will Tamberry up front. Good pass. Little wide, but giving Punishment a chance for actually good hit.
Good job, Nick.
Nick with the slam dunk on that hit, on that kill. Now going for serve.
All right, run it back.
Oh my goodness, he floated. What a spike. I'm sorry, that was immaculate. Perfect form. The hand was perfectly back, perfect height. Everything about that was perfect. Even the placement, everything. No chance for anybody to get that. I'm sorry. Rough pass, but Mateo's able to get to it, and Nick's able to get the ball over the net. What they need. Good tip, just over. Mateo's able to get to that ball. Oh, that's rough. 23-14, 9-point difference. 2 points away from winning the set, North Hills. Skipper over serve. Mateo with the set. Really good hit, but defense is there. Again, to the outside and get that's hard hit. Causing Punishment problems. Good roll shot, making the move. And that's just, that's just unlucky. Yeah. That's just dropping the ball. That happens. Oh well, it's a silly mistake. They could definitely still come back from it. North Hills are still in the lead. Upon Richland. Switching out the balls, I guess that one's not feeling as good. Justin with the serve. Good pass, set.
North Hills. That was a great walk.
That was
Kinda
very
tipped
good.
it back on their side too.
North Hills able to get that over. Luke Janty was able to get the ball forward, and we're able to free ball it. But North Hills now has a chance. Really good one.
Good job, Nick.
Getting the ball up. And Colby with just almost like a push down.
Let's go.
Just Colby, his strength is, he's the strongest player on this team. It was not even a straight hit. He just straight up pushed down the ball. And that's how much power he's able to get into. That's insane.
He's probably our best asset, or one of our best assets.
Definitely.
When it comes to getting kills.
Oh, totally. Mateo with the hit over. Hitting the ball outside, good tip, but Nick Labuda's there. With the middle, Colby again with the tip, and another smart play.
Okay.
Made 2 points in a row for Colby Patrick.
I mean, making progress. Like I said earlier, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish.
Set a little too far off the net, but oh my goodness. Was that a touch? Oh, there was a touch on that. Game point for North Hills. 24-17.
It's unlikely, but
It's still possible for Pine Richland. Even though how unlikely it is. Ben with the touch, pass. Colby with the tip, and it's out, and North Hills gets. That's the second set for North Hills, 2-1. Man, what happened? What happened to the Pine Richland team?
I mean, okay, I want to just, honestly, when I look at this, like, they're losing because they're just, from the first game, the main difference, and we've said it so many times, they're making mistakes with communication, and they're ultimately just slower. They're not playing with as much energy that they started with. North Hills isn't doing anything they haven't seen before. This game, this fourth game is super important. So, I mean, they just need to trust each other, and everybody just needs to do their job. It's all what it comes down to.
Exactly. And we've talked
Because
about
if Pine Richland can win this game and make it 2-2 in the series, then the last game determines the winner, and they can come out of here with a 3-2 win.
And like you said earlier in the broadcast, Pine Richland's weakness is definitely their passing, and it's starting to show now. In the beginning first set, it was fine. It was definitely good enough. It was definitely serviceable. But now, as we go into the later sets, as the fatigue starts to set in, they can't get the ball up as much.
And I mean, a part of it is there's physical fatigue and there's mental fatigue.
Oh, yes.
I honestly think it might even be a mix of both. I don't even know if it's necessarily the physical fatigue.
No, I think it's both. There's definitely some physical fatigue, but again, after that hype train of winning the first set, and then losing those first couple points in a row in the beginning of the second set, ever since they have not recovered. And yeah, it's definitely a mix of both, but the mental, you're right, it's definitely playing is such a key part in their fall, and they're losing 2 sets in a row. Now, North Hills, on the other hand, compared to the first set, they've improved. Even though they're not winning, but it's only 8 points. It's not like they're winning 15 by 15 or 20. But most of that, it's either silly mistakes, like serving the ball into the net or just tapping the ball into the net, or a little bit of communication, but that's mostly fixed. And just the rest is just good plays by Pine Ridge.
And a lot of the times you've seen that North Hills just had, in both of the games that they won, they've just had these short periods where they just got really, really hot and they were putting up a lot of points consecutively. A lot of the thing that Pine Ridge needs to do is they need to gain momentum and keep that momentum on their side. If they see North Hills gaining a lot of momentum and scoring a lot of points consecutively, they should probably either call a timeout to break up their momentum, or they should really just try to start scoring more points on their side, keep the serve on their side so they can continue to serve, and hopefully they can tie up the series.
I said before, simplify, simplify, simplify. They're hitting. That's their point. That's where they're getting their points. But if you can't do the simple basics of just getting the ball up and towards the setter, then you won't be able to get as much of the fancy hits, which they're nice. They said you got to work on your fundamentals and you got to get them down first.
Okay, first point, Pine Ridge.
Colby's probably the best server on this team, and it just sucks seeing him miss that serve. That's just unlucky there. That's the first point over. The first gets it, and that's a good pass by Will Tambury. On the outside, Luke Jancy, good block. They're not able to get to it.
Good job.
And there's Pine Ridge in the lead. Was this the first time since the first set? I think so. Not been in the lead since, so this has to be a good boost for them in terms of how they're feeling. Maybe another one, maybe another point, but that was good right side, and it's out, and it's
out. Pine Ridge's point.
3-1. They're bringing it back. Good serves, good communication, seeing where the ball is, good positioning. Where they can get it. Junior's playing, right? Serving that. Junior's in for Ben, I think. Yeah, Junior's playing. So Mateo can play back row, and Junior's the JV setter, is playing setter for this team right now. And there we go. A nice block by the team. Punishment is able to get the point. So yeah, I guess that's where it's solving it. Just Mateo.
So maybe Coach Rotelli just kind of thought it was a personnel issue.
Yeah, I think so.
Or a spacing issue. Could have just been guys with certain specialties were in the wrong part of the court.
Mateo trying that, but that was such a hard hit. I think, again, said it before, sending it again. It's their passing that they're feeling that needs help, and they're putting arguably their third best player onto, and their probably second best passer in back. But they're not gonna have their best setter, but they still have their second best setter, and if that's worth it for them, and it's looking like it's working for them so far. But now, couple lost points to North Hills. Now it's tied at 4-4.
Here's North Hills' serve.
And it's out, and another stupid mistake that they could have avoided, and that's what's been killing them. Pine Richland's back on top. Good ball, and that is good placement, but it just barely out. Did you see that the ball did hit?
See, this is exactly what we've been talking about.
There
Now
you go, yeah.
North Hills is starting to string some mistakes. PR needs to capitalize on this.
And again,
Exactly like that.
good communication. North Hill's trying to do too much. They feel uncomfortable. This, after winning 2 sets in a row, they're trying a little bit too much now, and they're looking back like the first set sounds. Just a little too many stupid mistakes that they can easily solve and punish the capitalizing on them. There we go, good hit, but that's unlucky. Junior's not able to get to that ball.
Justin keeping it in the air.
Good communication there. Mateo getting the ball over to the net. Good hit. And Junior's not, even though he's a good setter, the reason why he usually isn't, he has not been, this is his first time in varsity. His passing is, you can tell, not as great, his best spot. He's a good setter, but, oh, Mateo with the hit, playing outside there. There we go, Junior's able to get that ball. Good communication, getting the ball over. Good tap over. Junior with the good set, good low set, and a good tip by Colby. And we're still, Punch still on top, 8. Yeah, it's still very.
It's close, but we're winning.
Ben coming in for Colin Oland, and temporary for Colin Oland there. Ben has a pretty good serve there, and that's a good hit. Good pass by Ben. Colby trying to do a back row drop of the ball, trying to do something fancy, trying to be cute with it. Hey, I mean, he was not in the best position. That's all he could have really done. Oh, it's an unlucky pass by Lee Jansen.
Kind of passed it directly forward instead of up. It's tied 8-all.
Good pass by Lee Jansen to Colby, and what a strike! Oh my goodness, Colby does it again.
I mean, that's definitely, it's a crowd pleaser.
Oh yeah, you could hear the crowd screaming about that one. Almost everyone in the room was cheering for that. That was an insane hit by Colby, straight down into the ground, right where there was no North Hill player. Nobody's getting to that. No serve.
They're giving them a taste of their own medicine.
Oh yes, exactly. Colby again! Jesus Christ, Colby, save some points for the rest of your teammates. 3 in a row is that. That's insane. Or I mean, 3 points. That's 4. A little tip, but he's able to get the ball with the front kick set over. Pyramids mesmerized by that play. And oh my goodness, I don't care whose side you're cheering for, where you're from, you have to respect that. That is something special. Just getting your foot, getting it in the perfect angle.
Okay, maybe I respect it, but I don't like it.
No, yeah, but you have to respect. That's something else. And that's a free ball over to Pine Richland. Like Timber's not able to capitalize on it, and they have to give the free ball back. Then Tortelli must be so frustrated with it. And the big block's able to cover up that little tip. Colby Patrick with the serve.
Colby's really coming through for his guys. I mean, he's so far the biggest impact player in this game.
And the ball going to the net. Again, it's a mistake. Just play it safe. North Hills is getting frustrated again. They're down. They're getting frustrated. They're making these mistakes. And Colby unable to get the ball over the net. Oh, that must be
we really needed to hold on to him serving for as long as we could.
Oh, Coach Rotelli not too happy with that. Yeah, it happens. Good pass. Oh, then that's just unlucky. That's just unlucky.
Yeah, now we're just getting their points back.
That happens. A little bit off, a little bit too late in your footwork. Got to get there faster.
We're like handing the points to them.
Good pass by Justin. Good bump set. Luke Jancy, a little miscommunication, but it's fine. The ball's still up. Onto the outside, a big hit, but it goes out. Tyron gets the point there.
Okay, I'm feeling good about this.
And Junior Crahy with the serve. Good serve by him. Outside. To the middle, 2-1 ball, but it's not strong enough. Not enough force on through. Good free ball by Luke Chance, just getting the ball over the net. The set, the hit. Oh my goodness, Justin, the tip by Evan Dougal gets the ball. What a save by him. And that is in. That is bad. This bad decision making by Justin Pusamparial.
Really.
Oh, that must sting because he was right there and he's
but
so
like, honestly,
confident.
you can't even blame Justin. Like when it's just flying towards the back line.
No, but
It just always, like, I don't blame him for thinking it was going to go out.
but you just got to put your foot on that line, and always got to make sure it's better to hit it than not to hit it. Because if you hit it, you can always, still play it. And we're tied up. Good pass by Evan Dougal. Good hit. Jancy on the right side and the free ball. Good position. You're making Justin run for it. Evan Dougal tries to go for the slam dunk, but is unable to get the ball over the net. Good, very good pass. Little low set, but still got the ball over the net. Little tip. And there's the ball up by Mateo. Justin gets the ball over even though it's a free. And there we go. On the ball's on the net. Trying to get again with the shoe, but unable this time to get the ball over the net. That was a scramble for that ball. But in the end, it's Pine Richard's point, and we're tied at 14. Getting the ball up. Outside set. And oh, that's a beauty. Junior Crahy's just going up too quickly, not realizing that was his ball. That's just poor decision making, unlucky. Hopefully,
Okay,
maybe we can cover.
15-14.
That was a good tip up. Taylor Taylor's the hit.
Good.
And that's very good placement. No one's able to get to it.
All right, 15 all.
This game is very, very close.
Man.
Feels like the first set again.
Justin serving.
Yeah, I just can't trust Colby with, or maybe not. Is there a problem? Oh, it's changing the ball. Yep, changing a new ball.
Get comfortable, JP.
Oh, maybe. Out of rotation, maybe? Nope, we're good. We're good. Good serve. Low pass. Outside, good placement. Oh, something. Foot fault, I guess? Oh, what was that?
Whatever it was, we got the point.
Yeah, I wonder what that was. Oh, what a block
Oh my gosh.
by Colby Patrick. Good free ball over the net. Good tip over.
Sometimes those
Real poor communication, but he still gets it over. It's still Colby
sometimes
slipped.
those tips can be just as effective.
Oh,
as
yeah.
that spike.
Oh, you're exactly right. Positioning, good placement of the ball is arguably more important even at times than just straight power. And you can see in this match. That's, oh my goodness.
That was such a good hit.
Perfect positioning. if the two players wouldn't go for it, it probably would have gone out. But he played.
I mean,
but they
honestly,
were so close together.
North Hills probably does not expect Mateo to hit well.
No, because there's, he's never shown it in any of his previous matches, so there is truly new territory. But crumbling under the pressure, it's 2 points down.
16-18.
Ben Timber with the serve. Serviceable. And that's a
Okay.
good hit. Ben gets the ball up again. Mateo with the hit, and he's not able to get the ball from the. Oh, that must be
Close.
painful.
I feel like he was going more for a tip than a spike.
Yeah, but he just a little undecisive. And makes a little mistake there. Mateo there.
Okay,
Touch
Kobe.
and good block. Good. And even though the block's there, the ball goes out and
He
punishing.
kind of hit it to the side
Yeah.
anyway.
So he had his hands. He didn't have his hand completely down. He had his hands a little bit pointed to the right, and that's why the ball went to his right.
Yeah.
Instead of going straight back down onto the punishing side. Mateo with a great serve. Good hit, good block as well. Going towards the outside. Ben Turnberry is able to get the pass. Mateo! Oh, Jancy, what a hit! The approach,
That's
the
the
power.
thing. Okay, a lot of the times Ethan's hits are really high, so they're kind of more like chest up. And the guys on North Hills, honestly, if you don't play it, it's a point for you every time. I think just like instinctually, they just put up their arms and they end up touching it, and then it just goes. They just tip it out of bounds.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And now we have a timeout.
So yeah, just like we were saying earlier, like whenever somebody gets a momentum streak, one of the teams would probably call a timeout to break it, and that's what you're seeing. Pine Richland got momentum, so North Hills is probably just trying to slow them down. But you can definitely read the body language of Coach. He's really making sure that his players just stay in control.
Yeah, he's really pumping them up, really making sure those small mistakes, they're so close. They're only 5 points away from getting this set and going to the tiebreaker set. This is still very doable. There's Colby with the chant. Let's go, boys. Ball to Mateo, going for serve.
Okay. Let's finish strong.
And
Outside
that's a
hand
good hit, but
block.
what a block by Colby Patrick.
Honestly, Colby, Justin, Jancy is why they're leading.
Yeah, the 3 J's, they're the ones keeping them in the game. They're the most exciting players right now. And the switch of putting Junior in is actually such a revitalized it. And another point for Pine Richland. 22-17, 3 points away. What a great hit that was.
I mean, at first, I honestly thought that was like,
This is Mateo again with the serve. Good set, a little maybe far off the net. Ben's able to get the ball, a little miscommunication. Again, the good pass for the middle, and that's perfect placement by North Hills middle. And they're able to get that point.
PR still has their cushion.
Yeah, that's tough to get to. That was absolute perfect placement.
yeah.
Jancy.
Oh my goodness! Right at the toes of the
And honestly,
North Hills
a lot
player
of these, a lot of
Knowles.
the guys on this volleyball team, especially Luke Jancy, guys who basically kind of just started freshmen on varsity, they have so much room to grow.
Oh my God,
I
yeah.
can't wait to see.
Imagine if there's this. Oh my goodness, what a hit. Straight down. Yeah, everyone, oh my goodness. No matter what team you're supporting, that is absolute beauty. Perfect set, perfect hit, straight down, no chance for the defense.
Yeah, the future of this team is really bright.
Yes, it is. Matteo Rotelli, varsity setter probably. So players, but not even doesn't have to play center. Matteo's so flexible. He's right now. He's playing outside. He can play defense. He can play center. He can play anywhere besides middle. Okay. Like that's insane. But that was again a good hit by North Hills.
23-20. We need 2 more points.
North Hills catching up a little bit.
I know we can do this.
Justin getting the ball off. Good tip.
Guys, please, I know we can do this. It is 2 points.
Don't get it to your head. North Hills has come back. Oh, that was a good serve. And no one's Jansen's too late. Hesitating too much. And it's 22-23. And Pine Mission calls a timeout. Oh boy, are they mad? The coach is not happy at all. They were leading by 5 points, and they've dropped so much of them. It's insane. The coach is not happy at all. He's giving them a stern talking to right now.
Does Colby have a Phoenix Suns towel?
Yes, he does.
He does. I know he's a huge Suns fan.
Oh yes, him with his towel, and he's a big man with his towel. Always he's staying around, carrying around. But
yeah, he's worked really hard,
and you can tell he's really keeping his team in. He definitely has a drive. Everyone does as well, but silly mistakes there in the defense again. Not able to get. And that ball goes into that, and it's game point for Punishing. 24-22. Yeah, he is mad already.
North Hills guy's mad. Brady McCall.
And the setter, he's been good. He's been really good all night. That was one of his few bad plays right there. 1 point there. Oh, that was rough at the outside. Justin with a good pass. On the outside, getting the ball over there. That's very smart. Good hit. But Perry was able to get the ball. Luke Jansen with the ball and couldn't giving North Hills a lifeline. No, it's still game point.
It's still game
point. This can still win the set and go into overtime. Oh, but that was an unlucky pass, and they just try it 24 all. No, this is a true chance for North Hills.
This is like the Hail Mary.
This is staying in. This is the Hail Mary.
You got this.
Just
calling
good placement, just getting the ball over.
Okay.
Good dive.
Justin. Okay.
Good. Get the ball over. Simple as that.
Okay.
Good pass by Matteo Rotelli.
Up. Bring it down, Jancy.
And he's giving a chance to fire to the other side of the court. And now North Hills leads 25-24. This is game point for them. They can win it right here.
Okay, so you could still tie.
Punishing needs this point to stay into the game. Oh no! Oh, and that's game. North Hills 3, Pine Richland 1. It was a very entertaining game, but Pine Richland dropped the marbles in this last fourth set.
Heartbreaker.
That is an absolute heartbreak, especially for senior night. It was tense right up until the end. Pine Richland could have still won the game, but in the end, North Hills had the mental confidence, the mental fortitude to stay and win. And I think they do deserve this win. Even though how much I love my friends, these players, North Hills definitely deserves this win.
You're right.
That second, what is it, that third set for Pine Mission was just so ugly. 7-8 points down. how they even, it's a miracle that they even brought it back to even this close. That's already impressive. But they just could not finish, and like you said, it's not how you start, but it's how you finish. And Pine Richland had a good start, but they just cannot finish in the end. And it's North Hills comes out in the end with the win. Ladies and gentlemen, what a night it has been for Whitfield Volleyball.
Yeah, from Pine Richland High School, it is senior night. Unfortunately, the Pine Richland Rams fall to the North Hills High Indians, score of 3-1. I'm Nicola Saw, with me Matosh Lev, and it's been great enjoying this fine night of volleyball with you all.
Maybe we could see you guys in another game.
Have a good evening.